In the relentless current of modern life, where the noise of the world often drowns out the whispers of the heart, it's all too easy to become lost in distractions. We chase after fleeting pleasures, get entangled in the web of responsibilities, and often forget to pause and breathe. Yet, beneath this surface of chaos lies a stillness, a wellspring of profound peace and purpose waiting to be uncovered. Have you ever truly paused to reflect on what drives you? Not the superficial goals imposed by society, but the deeper calling of your soul. In Buddhism, this pause for reflection is essential. The Buddha himself encouraged us to engage in vipassana, insight meditation, to see clearly the nature of our mind and the world around us. Through such practices, we peel away the layers of illusion and begin to uncover the core of our being. Discovering your inner purpose is akin to lighting a sacred lamp within. This metaphor, deeply rooted in Buddhist tradition, signifies awakening the light of wisdom and compassion that resides in every heart. The Buddha taught that this light is not something we acquire from the outside, but something we awaken within. As the Dhammapada states, the mind is the source of all things. If the mind is clear, everything else follows. By turning inward and illuminating our path with mindfulness, we align our actions with the principles of Dharma, the universal truth. This inner light does more than guide our personal journey. It radiates outward, influencing the world around us. The cultivation of mindfulness and compassion transforms our interactions, infusing them with kindness and understanding. As we walk this path, we begin to see that true purpose is not about grand achievements or external validations. It is about living in harmony with the present moment, contributing to the well-being of all beings, and nurturing the seeds of enlightenment within ourselves and others. In the midst of life's ceaseless flow, this inner journey requires dedication and practice. The Buddha's teachings remind us that peace and purpose are not found in the accumulation of possessions or accolades, but in the simplicity of being present, the clarity of seeing things as they truly are, and the compassion of serving others selflessly. Therefore, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, reflect on what truly matters, let go of the distractions, and turn your gaze inward. By doing so, you begin the sacred work of lighting your inner lamp, a beacon that will guide you toward the profound peace and purpose that already resides within you. As the Buddha said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This journey to inner peace and true purpose is not just a possibility. It is your birthright. The quiet beat of purpose. Purpose, in the Buddhist sense, is the quiet, steady rhythm that underlies all existence. It is not loud or demanding, but a gentle inner calling that resonates with the universal truth, Dharma. This calling is the essence of our being, guiding us toward a life of meaning and harmony. By aligning ourselves with the Dharma, we step into a flow that brings clarity, joy, and a profound sense of fulfillment. This alignment helps us not only find peace within ourselves, but also extend that peace outward, positively impacting those around us. In Buddhist teachings, purpose is not about achieving external success or accumulating material wealth. It is about recognizing our interconnectedness with all life and living in a way that honors this connection. By doing so, we cultivate a deep sense of contentment and contribute to the well-being of the world. As we walk this path, each action becomes a manifestation of our inner purpose, a quiet beat that resonates with the rhythm of the universe, awakening the dormant potential. Every morning is a sacred opportunity, a new beginning to live fully and mindfully. The Buddha's teaching, each day we are born again. What we do today matters most, reminds us of the impermanence of life and the importance of making each moment count. Each sunrise invites us to awaken the dormant potential within, to rise with purpose and intention. In Buddhism, mindfulness is key to awakening this potential. When the weight of the world feels heavy upon us, we can turn to the simple yet profound practice of mindfulness, acknowledging each breath, each thought, and each opportunity to act with kindness and compassion. This mindful awareness brings us back to the present moment, allowing us to fully engage with life's preciousness and to nurture the seeds of enlightenment that lie within us. Obstacles as teachers. In the Buddhist tradition, challenges and obstacles are seen not as hindrances, but as invaluable teachers. Each difficulty we face is an opportunity to learn and grow, a lesson in patience, compassion, and wisdom. The Buddha's words, "Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall," remind us that resilience is a cornerstone of spiritual practice. Life's obstacles are not detours or mistakes. They are the path itself. They shape our character, deepen our understanding, and strengthen our practice. Through facing challenges, we develop the qualities needed to progress on the spiritual path. Each obstacle becomes a mirror, reflecting areas where we can cultivate greater mindfulness, compassion, and equanimity. Mastering your response. While we cannot control the actions of others or the circumstances of life, we have the profound ability to master our own responses. This mastery is the essence of true power. Each difficult encounter is a chance to practice equanimity and mindfulness, to pause and choose a response rooted in wisdom rather than reactivity. The Buddha's teaching. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned, highlights the importance of releasing anger and cultivating inner peace. By mastering our responses, we free ourselves from the cycle of suffering and cultivate a mind that is calm, clear, and compassionate. The power of patience. Patience in Buddhism is a powerful form of compassion. It is not a passive resignation, but an active cultivation of inner strength and resilience. Like a tree with deep roots, we can remain steady amidst life's storms, knowing that this moment, too, shall pass. Each moment of frustration is an opportunity to deepen our practice of patience. By taking a deep breath and anchoring ourselves in the present, we learn to respond with calm and compassion. This practice transforms challenges into opportunities for growth, helping us to cultivate a deeper well of inner peace and stability. The art of forgiveness. Forgiveness in Buddhism is a practice of releasing the grip of anger and resentment, freeing the heart, and opening the door to compassion. It is a step toward liberation, a way to lighten the burdens we carry and to create space for peace and healing. Each act of forgiveness is an act of self-compassion, allowing us to let go of the heavy stones of grudges and bitterness. By practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from the chains of past hurts and open our hearts to the possibility of healing and transformation. This act of letting go is not about condoning harm, but about finding freedom and peace within ourselves. Learning from all beings. In Buddhism, the concept that every being is a teacher reflects the deep interconnectedness of life. Each person we encounter, each situation we face, holds a lesson waiting to be learned. Those who challenge us, whether through difficult behavior or adverse circumstances, become some of our most profound teachers. They offer us opportunities to cultivate patience, empathy, and understanding. Every interaction becomes a mirror, reflecting back the areas where we need to grow. The Buddha taught that loving kindness, or metta, should be extended to all beings, even those who test our limits. By viewing every being as a teacher, we open ourselves to a continuous path of learning and growth, deepening our practice of compassion and loving kindness in every moment. Virtue as its own reward. The practice of virtue, or sila, is central to the Buddhist path. It is not about seeking external validation or praise, but about the inner transformation it brings. Virtue purifies the heart, aligning our actions with the teachings of the Buddha and fostering a sense of inner peace. As the Dhammapada teaches, a disciplined mind brings happiness. When we act with kindness, honesty, and integrity, we cultivate a mind free from guilt and regret. This purity of heart and mind becomes its own reward, leading us closer to the ultimate goal of enlightenment. The practice of virtue also creates harmony in our relationships and contributes to the well-being of the broader community, reinforcing the interconnectedness of all life. Remaining steady amidst chaos. In the face of life's inevitable chaos, Buddhism offers a path to inner stillness. Like a rock in the sea, we can remain steady and unmoved by the turbulent waves of external turmoil. This inner stillness is cultivated through the practices of meditation and mindfulness, which anchor us in the present moment and help us maintain a sense of equanimity. Even when the world around us feels overwhelming, we can find peace by returning to our breath, grounding ourselves in the present, and remembering the transient nature of all things. This steadiness allows us to navigate life's challenges with clarity and calm, acting from a place of wisdom rather than reactivity. Reflecting before acting. Mindfulness, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice, teaches us the importance of pausing and reflecting before reacting. This mindful pause creates a space where we can choose our response with intention rather than impulsively. Before responding to any situation, we are encouraged to ask ourselves, is this response rooted in wisdom and compassion? This practice not only prevents harm, but also fosters understanding and kindness. By cultivating this habit of reflection, we learn to act in ways that are aligned with the principles of the Dharma, creating positive outcomes for ourselves and others. It is through this mindful awareness that we transform our actions into expressions of our deepest values and intentions. Anchoring in the Dharma. When life feels chaotic or uncertain, the Dharma, the teachings of the Buddha, serves as a steadfast anchor. The principles of courage, compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness guide us through life's challenges, offering a path to navigate with grace and clarity. By anchoring ourselves in these teachings, we find stability and direction, even in the most tumultuous times. The Dharma reminds us that true peace and happiness come from within, not from external circumstances. By living in accordance with these timeless truths, we cultivate a life of meaning, resilience, and harmony, adversity as a path to enlightenment. In Buddhism, adversity is not seen as a curse, but as a crucial part of the spiritual journey. The challenges we face are opportunities to cultivate resilience, deepen our understanding, and strengthen our practice. The Buddha's words, "No one saves us but ourselves. We ourselves must walk the path," highlight the personal responsibility we have in our journey toward enlightenment. Adversity pushes us beyond our comfort zones, helping us develop qualities like patience, perseverance, and compassion. Each difficulty becomes a stepping stone on the path to spiritual growth, transforming our suffering into wisdom and our struggles into strength. Embracing the present moment. The present moment is all we truly have, and living fully in the now is a central teaching of Buddhism. By embracing the present, we free ourselves from the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. The Buddha's teaching, do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment, encourages us to cultivate mindfulness and presence. This practice allows us to experience life more deeply and authentically, savoring each moment as it unfolds. It is in this mindful presence that we find peace, clarity, and a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us. By fully inhabiting the present, we unlock the potential for true happiness and contentment. Simplicity and contentment. Buddhism teaches that true happiness is found not in material wealth or external achievements, but in simplicity and contentment. By letting go of unnecessary desires and attachments, we create space for joy, peace, and a deeper appreciation for life's simple pleasures. As the Buddha reminded us, contentment is the greatest wealth. This teaching encourages us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, cultivating gratitude and satisfaction with the present moment. Simplicity not only brings clarity and peace of mind, but also helps us align our lives with the values of mindfulness and compassion, leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious existence. Gratitude as a daily practice. Starting each day with gratitude is a transformative practice in Buddhism. It shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have, fostering a sense of contentment and peace. By recognizing even the smallest blessings, like the warmth of the sun, the breath in our lungs, or the kindness of a stranger, we cultivate a heart full of joy and appreciation. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to the dissatisfaction that often arises from craving and attachment. The Buddha taught that contentment is the greatest wealth, and by nurturing gratitude daily, we begin to see the abundance and beauty inherent in the present moment. This practice not only enhances our personal happiness, but also strengthens our capacity for compassion and generosity toward others. Voluntary simplicity. Voluntary simplicity is a practice that invites us to let go of excess and live with greater mindfulness. By simplifying our meals, reducing possessions, or embracing a more minimalist lifestyle, we cultivate a deeper appreciation for what we have and develop resilience against life's inevitable uncertainties. In Buddhism, this practice helps us understand that true happiness is not dependent on external comforts, but arises from inner peace. By intentionally choosing simplicity, we create space for spiritual growth and align ourselves with the values of contentment and mindfulness. This act of letting go teaches us that freedom comes not from having more, but from needing less. Letting go of comparisons. Comparison is a source of unnecessary suffering, as it often leads to feelings of inadequacy or envy. Buddhism teaches us to focus on our own path, recognizing that each individual's journey is unique. The Buddha's wisdom, peace comes from within, do not seek it without, reminds us that true contentment arises from self-awareness and inner growth, not from measuring ourselves against others. By letting go of comparisons, we free ourselves from the cycle of attachment and aversion, allowing us to celebrate others' successes while remaining true to our own journey. This practice fosters a sense of equanimity and self-compassion, helping us to focus on personal growth and fulfillment. Discipline as freedom. In Buddhism, discipline, or sila, is seen as the foundation of true freedom. It involves cultivating self-control and ethical conduct, which liberate us from the chaos of unchecked desires and impulses. Through discipline, we gain clarity of mind and purpose, allowing us to live in accordance with the Dharma. This practice brings stability and harmony to our lives, enabling us to navigate challenges with wisdom and compassion. By embracing discipline, we create the conditions for genuine freedom. Freedom from suffering, confusion, and the tyranny of our own desires. Embracing change. Change is an inherent part of existence, a truth that Buddhism emphasizes through the concept of impermanence, or anicca. By embracing change, we learn to adapt and grow, recognizing that resistance only leads to suffering. Like a river flowing around obstacles, we can move with grace and flexibility, finding strength in our ability to adjust to life's ever-changing nature. This acceptance of impermanence allows us to face life's challenges with equanimity and resilience. It teaches us to appreciate the present moment fully, knowing that everything is transient and that each experience is an opportunity for growth. Taking responsibility. Buddhism places great emphasis on personal responsibility and the law of karma, the understanding that our actions have consequences. By taking responsibility for our own actions and thoughts, we empower ourselves to live with integrity and intention. The Buddha's words, "You are your own master. You make your own future," highlight the importance of owning our choices and their outcomes. This practice fosters self-awareness and accountability, encouraging us to make decisions that align with our values and contribute to our spiritual growth. Taking responsibility also means recognizing our role in creating both our happiness and our suffering, empowering us to make positive changes in our lives. Gratitude for challenges. Challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for spiritual growth in Buddhism. By embracing adversity with gratitude, we transform suffering into a path of enlightenment. Each difficulty reminds us of the impermanence of life and the interconnectedness of all beings. Gratitude for challenges helps us cultivate resilience, patience, and wisdom. It encourages us to see difficulties as valuable lessons, guiding us toward greater understanding and compassion. This practice transforms our perspective, allowing us to face life's inevitable hardships with a heart full of gratitude and a mind open to growth. Nature as a teacher. Nature is a profound teacher in Buddhism, offering lessons in simplicity, adaptability, and purpose. By observing the natural world, the changing seasons, the flow of rivers, the growth of trees, we learn to live in harmony with life cycles. Nature teaches us the importance of letting go, adapting to change, and finding purpose in our existence. Spending time in nature allows us to reconnect with the present moment and gain insight into the deeper truths of life. It reminds us of the simplicity and interconnectedness of all things, guiding us on our spiritual journey and helping us cultivate mindfulness, peace, and a sense of belonging in the universe. Cultivating stillness. In Buddhism, stillness is not merely the absence of external activity, but a profound state of inner peace and clarity. This stillness is cultivated through practices like meditation and mindfulness, which help us quiet the restless mind and open the heart. When we sit in meditation, we allow the mind to settle, like a pond whose waters become clear when undisturbed. Through this practice, we cultivate a deep sense of presence and inner calm. Stillness becomes a refuge, a place where we can connect with our true nature and experience the profound peace that lies beyond the busyness of everyday life. It is in the space of stillness that we find clarity, insight, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Ego as an illusion. The ego, in Buddhist teaching, is a constructed sense of self that creates separation and leads to suffering. It clings to identities, desires, and fears, perpetuating the illusion of individuality. By letting go of the ego, we begin to see the truth of interconnectedness and the impermanence of all things. The Buddhist teachings remind us that what truly matters is not the ego's achievements or possessions, but how well we have loved, how fully we have lived, and how deeply we have let go. In releasing the grip of the ego, we open ourselves to the boundless nature of existence, experiencing freedom from the suffering it creates and embracing the interconnectedness of all life. Focusing on the journey. In Buddhism, the journey itself holds more significance than the destination. The present moment and the effort we bring to each action are where true fulfillment is found. By focusing on the journey, we free ourselves from attachment to specific outcomes, allowing each step to become a source of joy and learning. This mindfulness encourages us to fully engage with life, appreciating the richness of each moment. It is through this presence and attentiveness that we find meaning, as the journey becomes a series of opportunities for growth, compassion, and wisdom, rather than a mere means to an end. Living with compassion. Compassion, or karu, is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. It involves recognizing the suffering of others and responding with kindness and understanding. By cultivating compassion, we create ripples of positive change that extend beyond ourselves, transforming not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Small acts of compassion, whether a kind word, a thoughtful gesture, or a moment of empathy, can have profound effects, fostering connection and healing. Through compassion, we deepen our sense of interconnectedness and our commitment to alleviating the suffering of all beings, embodying the Buddha's teachings in our daily lives. The power of reflection. Daily reflection is a powerful practice in Buddhism, offering us the opportunity to examine our thoughts, words, and actions. This regular self-examination cultivates mindfulness and self-awareness, guiding us toward greater wisdom and ethical living. By reflecting on our day, we can identify areas where we acted with skill and kindness, as well as moments where we could improve. This practice is not about judgment, but about growth and learning. It helps us stay aligned with the path of the Dharma, making conscious choices that lead us closer to enlightenment. Letting go of overthinking. Overthinking can cloud the mind, creating unnecessary suffering and confusion. In Buddhism, mindfulness teaches us to let go of excessive thoughts and return to the present moment. By doing so, we cultivate a clear and calm mind, free from the distractions of overanalysis. This clarity allows us to act with intention and wisdom, responding to life situations with presence and grace. Letting go of overthinking helps us simplify our mental landscape, making space for insight, peace, and the ability to navigate life's challenges more effectively. Preparing for the unexpected. Life is inherently uncertain, and Buddhist practice encourages us to prepare ourselves mentally and spiritually for the inevitable twists and turns. By cultivating resilience and grace, we learn to navigate life's challenges with ease and confidence. The Buddha's advice to focus on the present moment reminds us not to worry about the future, but to engage fully with the now. This preparedness is not about fear, but about readiness, developing the inner strength to face whatever comes our way with equanimity and wisdom, valuing time and presence. Time is one of our most precious resources, and Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living mindfully and valuing each moment. The teaching, every morning we are born again, what we do today is what matters most, highlights the potential of each day to be lived with purpose and awareness. By appreciating the present moment and making conscious choices about how we spend our time, we cultivate a life of mindfulness and intention. This practice helps us make the most of our lives, ensuring that our actions are aligned with our deepest values and aspirations, and that we are fully present for the beauty and richness of each passing moment. Aligning words with actions, integrity or sila, in Buddhism is a practice of aligning our words with our actions, ensuring that they are consistent with our inner values. This alignment fosters authenticity and truthfulness, which are essential for building trust with others and cultivating inner peace. When we act with integrity, our actions become a reflection of our true self, creating harmony between our intentions and our deeds. The Buddha's teaching, if you light a lamp for somebody, it will also brighten your path, illustrates the reciprocal nature of integrity. By living truthfully and helping others, we not only uplift those around us, but also illuminate our own path with clarity and purpose. This practice of integrity leads to a life of honesty, trust, and deep inner peace. Seeking progress, not perfection. Buddhism teaches that perfection is an illusion and that true growth comes from continuous effort and progress. The path to enlightenment is not about achieving a flawless state, but about making steady progress through mindful practice and effort. Each moment presents an opportunity to learn, grow, and refine our understanding. Focusing on progress rather than perfection allows us to embrace our imperfections with compassion and see each step as a valuable part of our journey. This mindset encourages resilience and perseverance, fostering a deep sense of fulfillment as we recognize that every effort, no matter how small, contributes to our spiritual growth. Embracing mortality. Reflecting on mortality is a powerful practice in Buddhism that helps us live with greater mindfulness and purpose. By embracing the impermanence of life, we are reminded to cherish each moment and to focus on what truly matters. The Buddha's words, "Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely," invite us to live fully, making the most of our time by acting with intention and compassion. This reflection on mortality encourages us to let go of trivial concerns and to align our actions with our deepest values. It helps us cultivate gratitude for the present moment and inspires us to live a life of purpose, integrity, and love, knowing that each day is a precious gift. Resilience in failure. In Buddhism, failure is not seen as an end but as an essential part of the path to wisdom. Each setback offers an opportunity to learn, grow, and strengthen our practice. By viewing failure as a teacher, we develop resilience, the ability to rise after falling, and to persevere in the face of challenges. This resilience transforms failure into a powerful tool for spiritual growth, guiding us toward greater understanding and compassion. It reminds us that setbacks are temporary and that each experience, whether perceived as success or failure, is an opportunity for learning and growth. Courage in action. Courage in Buddhism is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. It is the strength to face life's challenges with determination and faith, trusting in our inner wisdom and the guidance of the Dharma. The teaching, "The mind is everything, what you think you become," emphasizes the power of our thoughts in shaping our reality. By cultivating courage, we empower ourselves to take meaningful action, even in the face of uncertainty or adversity. This courage helps us overcome fear, move forward on our spiritual path, and fulfill our potential with confidence and resilience. Acceptance and serenity. Acceptance is a fundamental principle in Buddhism, teaching us to embrace life's uncertainties with peace and equanimity. By focusing on what we can control and letting go of the rest, we cultivate a sense of serenity and wisdom. The Buddha's advice, do not resist. Let things go and be free, encourages us to release our attachments to outcomes and to find peace in the present moment. This practice of acceptance helps us navigate life's challenges with grace, reducing suffering and fostering a deep sense of inner calm. By accepting the impermanence of all things, we free ourselves from unnecessary struggles and open our hearts to the flow of life. Surrounding yourself with virtue, the company we keep plays a significant role in shaping our spiritual path. In Buddhism, surrounding ourselves with those who embody compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness helps us cultivate these qualities within ourselves. The virtues of those around us inspire and uplift our own practice, guiding us toward greater spiritual growth. By choosing companions who reflect the values we aspire to, we create an environment that supports our journey toward enlightenment. This intentional association helps us stay aligned with the Dharma, fostering a community of mutual support and shared growth in wisdom and compassion. Mastering emotions. Emotions are a natural part of the human experience, but in Buddhism, it is essential to master them rather than be controlled by them. Through mindfulness, we learn to observe our emotions without becoming entangled in them. This practice allows us to respond to life situations with clarity and wisdom rather than reacting impulsively. Mastering our emotions brings inner peace and stability, helping us navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease. By cultivating emotional awareness and resilience, we develop the ability to act with intention and compassion, deepening our practice and fostering a sense of harmony within ourselves and in our relationships with others. Finding joy in simplicity. In Buddhism, true happiness is often found in simplicity and contentment. By letting go of unnecessary desires and attachments, we create space for genuine joy and peace in our lives. This simplicity is not about deprivation, but about focusing on what truly matters: relationships, mindfulness, and inner peace. The Buddha's teaching, a simple life is a happy life, reminds us that the pursuit of material wealth and external achievements often leads to more stress and dissatisfaction. In contrast, simplicity fosters a sense of freedom and tranquility, allowing us to experience life's beauty and richness without the distractions of excess. Contentment with what is. Contentment is regarded as one of the greatest forms of wealth in Buddhism. It involves shifting our focus from what we lack to what we already have, cultivating a deep sense of gratitude and joy. The Buddha's words, the secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly, emphasize the importance of presence and acceptance. By embracing contentment, we free ourselves from the cycle of craving and dissatisfaction, finding peace in the present moment. This practice helps us appreciate the simple blessings of life and fosters a sense of completeness and fulfillment. Using power with compassion. In Buddhism, power is viewed as a responsibility to be used with compassion and wisdom. True leadership involves guiding others with empathy, inspiring trust, and creating positive change in the world. The Buddha's teaching, to conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others, highlights the importance of self-mastery and the responsible use of power. By leading with compassion, we use our influence to uplift and serve others, fostering a sense of community and interconnectedness. This compassionate leadership not only benefits those we serve, but also deepens our own spiritual growth and sense of purpose. Keeping a beginner's mind. The concept of the beginner's mind, or Shoshin, in Buddhism encourages us to stay curious and open to learning, regardless of our level of experience. This humility and willingness to grow allow us to continually deepen our understanding of the Dharma and remain receptive to new insights. By maintaining a beginner's mind, we avoid the pitfalls of arrogance and stagnation. Instead, we approach each moment with fresh eyes, ready to learn and grow. This openness fosters a sense of wonder and keeps our spiritual practice vibrant and dynamic. Practicing daily gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative daily practice in Buddhism that shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. By regularly acknowledging the blessings in our lives, we cultivate a mindset of peace and contentment. This practice helps us appreciate the present moment and fosters a sense of interconnectedness with the world around us. Daily gratitude anchors us in the here and now, allowing us to recognize and celebrate the small joys and gifts that life offers. It creates a ripple effect of positivity, enhancing our well-being and deepening our sense of fulfillment and happiness. Living with purpose and compassion. Living with purpose in Buddhism means aligning our actions with the Dharma, the truth of life. Each day presents an opportunity to make a positive impact, guided by the principles of compassion and wisdom. By living purposefully, we cultivate a life of meaning and contribute to the well-being of all beings. This alignment with purpose helps us navigate life's challenges with clarity and resilience, ensuring that our actions are rooted in kindness and mindfulness. It transforms our daily activities into expressions of our deeper values, creating a life rich with intention and compassion. Authenticity and integrity. Authenticity and integrity are central to Buddhist practice, emphasizing the importance of staying true to our principles and values. By living authentically, we cultivate inner peace and strengthen our connections with others. The Buddha's teaching, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, underscores the importance of self-compassion and authenticity. When we act with integrity, we build trust and create a foundation for genuine relationships. This authenticity fosters a sense of harmony and alignment between our inner values and outer actions, leading to a life of honesty, respect, and inner peace. Ending each day with reflection. Reflecting on our actions and intentions at the end of each day is a powerful practice in Buddhism that fosters mindfulness and self-awareness. By examining our thoughts, words, and deeds, we gain insight into our behavior and its impact on ourselves and others. This reflection helps us identify areas for growth and celebrate our successes, guiding us on the path to enlightenment. Daily reflection is not about judgment, but about learning and evolving. It allows us to end each day with a sense of closure and readiness for tomorrow, ensuring that we continue to grow in wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness as we journey through life. Buddhism teaches us that true happiness and fulfillment are not found in external achievements, but within the simplicity of the present moment. By cultivating gratitude, practicing mindfulness, and aligning our actions with compassion and integrity, we create a life rich in meaning and peace. Each step we take on this path, whether facing challenges, embracing change, or finding joy in simplicity, brings us closer to our true nature and the interconnectedness of all beings. Through reflection, resilience, and the practice of living with purpose, we transform daily life into a profound spiritual journey. Remember, it is not perfection we seek, but progress. Each moment offers a chance to grow, to love more deeply, and to contribute to the well-being of ourselves and others. Let this wisdom guide you every day, and watch as it brings clarity, joy, and a sense of purpose to your life. If you found this journey into mindfulness and compassion enriching, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest insights. Share this video with others who are seeking a path of peace and purpose, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or questions. We'd love to hear from you.